Utkarsh Small Finance Bank shares list at 60% premium over IPO price. The IPO of Varanasi-based Small Finance Bank was subscribed 102 times, the second highest this year after Idea Forge Technologies that was booked 106 times. Shares of Utkarsh Small Finance Bank made a stellar debut on the domestic bourses on July 21st, 2 days prior to scheduled listing date, which was in line with the street estimates. The share price of Varanasi-based small-scale bank was listed at 40 Indian rupees per share on the NSE, a premium of 40% against the IPO price band of 25 Indian rupees per share on the BSE. The bank shares opened higher at 39.95 Indian rupees against the issue price. In contrast, the BSE Sensex was trading 426 points lower at 67,145 mark, and the NSE Nifty was down 126 points at 19,853 level. Ahead of listing, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank shares were commanding a premium of 15 Indian rupees in the grey market, which indicated a solid listing gain of around 50 to 60%. Most analysts have recommended investors to subscribe to the Utkarsh SFB IPO over attractive valuations compared to peers, strong growth potential, and promising industry outlook. The Indian rupee 500 crore initial public offer, IPO, of Utkarsh Small Finance Bank garnered strong response from investors, thanks to its reasonable valuation and bullish sentiment in the primary as well as secondary markets. The issue was subscribed nearly 102 times, the second highest this year after Idea Forge Technologies, which was booked 106 times. As per the BSE data, the issue received bids for over 1,226 crore shares as compared to 12.05 shares on the offer. The quota reserved for qualified institutional buyers (QIBs) was booked nearly 125 times, while the non-institutional investors (NIs) category subscribed 81.6 times. The portion for retail investors attracted 71.4 times bid, while the quota reserved for employees was booked 16.35 times. The data showed the small finance bank had reserved up to 75% of the issue for QIBs, up to 15% for NIs, and remaining 10% for retail investors. The 3-day IPO of the small-scale bank opened for subscription between July 12 to 14, which was completely a fresh issue of equity shares. It had set the price band at 23 to 25 Indian rupees per share, and lot size was 600 shares and in multiples of 600 shares thereafter. This means the minimum investment amount for retail investors was 15,000 Indian rupees for one lot, and the maximum investment was 1.95 Indian rupees lakh for 13 lots. The bank intends to use IPO proceeds to augment its Tier 1 capital base to meet its future capital requirements. A part of the capital will also be used towards meeting the expenses in relation to the issue. Incorporated in 2016, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank (USFB) is a small finance bank with a pan-India presence, having operations across 26 states and union territories in India as of March 31, 2023. The promoter, Utkarsh Core Invest, commenced operations as an NBFC in 2010 and was focused on providing microfinance to unserved and underserved segments, and in particular in the states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. In October 2015, Utkarsh Core Invest received the RBI approval to establish an SFB, following which it incorporated Utkarsh Small Finance Bank as a wholly owned subsidiary on April 30, 2016. In the last 3 fiscals, USFB registered continued growth in its total income at 1,705.84 Indian rupees crore in FY21, 2,033.65 Indian rupees crore in FY22, and 2,804.29 Indian rupees crore in FY23. The net profit stood at 111.82 Indian rupees crore in FY21, 61.46 Indian rupees crore in FY22, and 404.50 Indian rupees crore in FY23. On the asset quality front, the net NPAs for the last 3 years stood at 1.33%, 2.31%, and 0.39%, respectively. Headquartered in Varanasi, The bank has a strong presence in the rural and semi-urban geographies with a network of 830 branches, 287 ATMs, and 546 micro ATMs. It has assets under management, AUM, of 5,000 Indian rupees crore and was the second fastest growing SFB in India in the financial year 2019 and FY22. The bank offers loans up to 50 Indian rupees crores with a maximum tenure of up to 30 years. The recent IPOs such as Senco Gold and Ideaforge have managed to garner strong response from the market, which reflects a growing appetite for Indian equities amongst the QIBs as well as retailer investors. The secondary market has seen a remarkable rally in the last 1 month, with BSE Sensex and Nifty 50 rising more than 5.5% and hitting their respective all-time highs. Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed by investment experts on News in 10 are either their own or of their organizations, but not necessarily that of News in 10 and its editorial team. Viewers are advised to consult certified experts before taking investment decisions.